Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's beauty blog. I have a video for you today on this beautiful makeup look, guys. So as you know, I am an ambassador for Fitglow Beauty, and they sent me their new spring collection, which is called the Stillness collection. This is a beautiful spring collection. I have been enjoying these all week, guys. I received these, I believe it was last Friday or Saturday I received them, and I have been playing with them all week and I'm so in love with them. What's included in this brand new spring collection is a cheek palette. You have 3 beautiful fresh spring shades here, and an eye and cheek palette with 5 eyeshadows and a blush. As you can see, they're all very beautiful, soft, and romantic shades, guys. Perfect for spring. And we have a new lip color serum. This is the shade Regal. It's so beautiful, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go into the get ready with me, where I'm creating this look right here using the Fitglow palettes and the new lip color serum. And I just wanted to let you guys know that this is not a sponsored video. As you're gonna see in the get ready with me, I am using pretty much all Fitglow products. If you've been following me for a while, you know my love for Fitglow Beauty. I am an ambassador for them now, and that's why I'm using all Fitglow products, because I love them so much. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go into the get ready with me, and I will close. Hi everyone, welcome to the demo or get ready with me with the new Fitglow Stillness collection. Here is the blush palette, and here is the eye and cheek palette. So pretty, right? So I've had a lot of you ask me about the Fitglow SPF 30, and this is called the Vita Shield Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is hands down my favorite sun protection. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how it applies to my skin. So I'm gonna take 5 pumps, and I'm going to apply this all over my skin. It kind of has like a thicker texture, but it's not like a typical sun protection texture. It's creamier, and it doesn't feel as heavy as most sun protections or oily. It just feels like a moisturizer. And this makes a wonderful makeup primer too, by the way. So I did apply my skincare underneath, and I did use a moisturizer today. I'm using the Mama Pacha moisturizer from the March Beauty Heroes Discovery. I love that moisturizer. It's so good, guys. And the thing is with most SPFs, I do have to prep my skin underneath because the zinc has a tendency to dry my skin out. This is really good in the summertime for me without having to really put much underneath, but since in the wintertime, I do have to prep my skin really well. Otherwise, zinc really dries it out. And that just goes for every SPF, but I love the way this feels on my skin. So that's how it looks. It's sort of a matte texture. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that set in for a little bit, and then I'm going to apply my Fitglow foundation. Now, every product that we are going to use in this video is going to be by Fitglow except for my brows, and I am going to use a eyelid primer on my eyes. I can't use concealer on my eyes, guys, because the mineral pigments tend to make my eyes really itch. So this is still my favorite one. It's by Bare Minerals. All right, so now let's apply foundation first. So I'm gonna use the Fitglow Vita Active Foundation in the shade VF3. Oops. So that kind of came out thick because I haven't used it for a while, but I'm gonna take a pump here of the foundation. And what I like to do, if you've watched my videos before, I like to start out at the center of my face because that's where I need the most coverage due to my redness. And then I just work it out and up. So as you can see, this does have a lot of yellow in it, and it cancels out the redness. So if you have redness in your skin, the Fitglow foundation is really good for you because they tend to run on the yellow side. and it instantly just cancels out that redness. Okay, so what I do is I put it on with my fingers first, and then I take the Fitglow Vegan Teddy Brush and I stipple it around on my face first. You can apply it with this brush alone, but I prefer to apply it with my fingers first and then just stipple with the brush. And the reason for that is that I have a lot of texture in my skin, and I found that this is the best technique to help minimize my texture standing out. Okay, that's what I do. And then I'm going to take, either use a beauty blender or the Tati Blendable, and I just kind of press it into my skin a little bit. And this helps give me a more of a skin-like finish. And then I just kind of blend it down here a little bit more. Okay, so next we're gonna conceal, and I'm gonna use the Fitglow Conceal Plus concealers. I have C3 and C2.5. So I'm gonna use C2.5 underneath my eyes. I don't know why I always get perfect dots on this side and then this one comes out like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the Fitglow concealer brush. I love this brush, it's so good. And I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that concealer up underneath my eyes, just to kind of brighten them up a little bit. Okay, then I'm gonna go to the other side and do the same thing. So I'm showing you the full routine in case some of you are new to the Fitglow makeup and you're curious about like how it applies and how it looks on the skin. Most of you who have been following me for a while have already seen my technique. I did change it up a little bit. So next I'm just taking C3 and I'm putting some on my nose and covering up some imperfections here. And then I'm gonna take the concealer brush on the other end and I'm just gonna blend that in. Okay, and then I'm just gonna soften it a little bit more with the Tati Blendable. Okay, so now we're done with concealing. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put on my eyeshadow primer. And I'm just gonna use the tiniest bit. The Fitglow shadows work really well without the primer, but it's early in the day right now, and I want this to really last all the way into the evening because I'm gonna be out probably late tonight. So I'm just using this much, and I just put it between my fingers. I mainly just put it on my eyelids because that's where I get creasing. And I just use this to lock in the shadows, guys. It does a really good job at locking pretty much every single eyeshadow into place. Okay, so I'm gonna let that settle and then I'm gonna do some contouring. So I've had a lot of you guys reach out about the Lumi Sculpt. This is a new Lumi from Fitglow, so I'm gonna show you how I apply it. So here's the pot, and this is the new, I think it's called the Illuminate brush, but I love this brush. It's really good. It's perfectly angled for applying your new Lumis. I just put a line underneath my cheeks here, and I have to use, I kind of darken this a little bit just because my skin is medium and I need a little bit more coverage. So we'll contour with this underneath my chin too to define my jaw, but this way you guys can see it in action. I'll do a little bit on my forehead since my bangs are getting longer now and you can see my forehead a little bit more. Then I'm gonna take the other end of the brush and blend this in, guys. So what I do is I just blend it like this at first, and then I like to brush it up. Okay, I'm just gonna take what's left on the brush and put it underneath my chin right here to help with that turkey neck. So my turkey neck is getting better, guys. So I carry a lot of tension in my face and in my neck. And that's the reason why this is more prominent than other times. And my neck and my shoulders are so stiff. Like, I'm so sore. I had a massage this week and I feel like I need to go in for another one. But I've been noticing that my skin is looking really lax and it's being pulled down. When your muscles are tight in your neck, it causes tightness in your jaw too, if you're a jaw clencher, and everything starts to hang. So I've been focusing a lot on doing facial massage, just techniques and gua sha and the kanzawan, and working with the fascia and the muscles in my face and my neck. This is all going to be part of the facial tools video, and it's going to be a really good video, guys, because if you're using devices and you're not seeing results, it's because your muscles are too tight and you need to relieve that tension. Otherwise, you're not going to get the results that you would like to see with devices. So I'm going to be working on that video. I'm testing it out on myself. I want this to be a really good video and it'll be very informative for you guys. Okay, so I like how that came out. My cheeks are red because I put body serum all over, and whenever I bend down, all the blood rushes to my face and I get really red. Okay, so now that is Lumi Sculpt. It's so pretty. I'll swatch a Lumi buff for you too, guys. I love Lumi buff. It is so gorgeous. Makes a beautiful cheek color. So here it is. It's matte too. So hopefully you can see it, but it's really, really pretty, guys. I love this as a blush. So pretty. Okay, so just in case if you haven't seen that. All right, so let's get into eyeshadows. So we're gonna go into the Softness palette. I'm gonna use every color on this palette, or in this palette, on my eyes. So the first one we're gonna start out with is Feather, which is this light pink shade. It's matte, and then we have Neat, which is a sort of lavender shade, and it's matte too. And then we have Wander, which is a rose gold shade that has shimmer. And then we have Terra, which is like a brown with shimmer. And then we have Cloud, which is a violet matte. And then we have Bloom, and this blush gives the cheeks like a nice pink flush. It looks magenta in the palette. Okay, so we're gonna start out with Feather. Let me grab my brush. So I'm just gonna use a flat tip brush, and we're gonna take this color and just put it in my brow bone. Okay, so first let me comb up my brows. Okay, so this makes a really nice brow bone highlight and in the inner corners of your eyes. And just like with every Fitglow palette, guys, these shades are really pigmented. They're creamy and soft and buttery, and you do not need to use a lot of these. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the cheek palette. This is the Stillness blush palette, and we're gonna grab the shade Whisper, and I'm going to use this as a transitions shade. So let me grab my brush here, and I'm using an angled crease brush for this. Okay, so I'm just going to place this in my crease like so. As you can see, this is a really soft pink color. It's pretty light on me, but still gives the cheeks a really pretty nice color. For those of you who do not like dark colored blushes, these two are really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit more here. And as you can see, I'm just placing this in my crease as a transition. Then I'm going to take the Fitglow double-ended brush, and I'm just going to soften that or mesh it with Feather. Next, we're gonna go into the eye palette again, and I'm gonna grab the shade Wander, which is a rose gold color, and I'm going to place that all over my lid. It's so pretty, guys. I love this shade. So I'm just going to swipe it along my lids here. Just like that. So this look, I have been wearing it all week and I'm absolutely in love with it. It's very spring. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys how I tap into this. So I just lightly tap my brush twice. I'm just gonna layer some more here. A little bit on the inner corner into the middle of my eye lid. Okay. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Terra, which is this brown shimmer shade. And I'm gonna place this on the outer corner of my eye. And I'm using the smaller end of the Fitglow double-ended teddy eye brush. And again, I'm just placing that on the outer corner of my eye. Such a pretty color. Okay, so there's that. Next, I'm gonna go into this lavender shade called Neat, and I'm going to place that on the upper part, or my outer crease. This is a really nice soft lavender shade, but I'm just gonna place it right up here. Okay, and the other side. Okay, then I'm just going to blend it a little bit here. Okay, let me take a closer look. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more on this side. Okay, next I'm going to take the shade called Cloud, which is this violet shade. And we're gonna use this as a liner. And I'm gonna use this on the outer and outer and upper lash line. Upper and lower outer lash line. Sorry about that, guys. This makes a beautiful liner. Okay, do the other side here. So I got a little bit too thick on that side. That's okay, I'll fix it. So I just got a little bit of fallout, and that's because I didn't tap my brush enough. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the shade Neat, which is that very pretty lavender shade, and I'm going to blend out my lower lash line with this shade. So I'm gonna start at the inner corner and then just blend it back and forth to soften it. And I always do a lower liner like this for myself since I don't wear mascara on my bottom lashes. So this is my alternative. I can't wear mascara on my bottom lashes because my lashes are too long and I get a lot of smudging. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take some concealer in the shade 2.5, and I'm going to take this to clean up my line a little bit since I went a little bit too low. So just gonna use this flat edge of the concealer brush and fix that. Okay, and do the same thing on this side. Oops. And then I also, if I go too out of the sorts of the angle of my eyeshadow, I just use this concealer brush to fix it. Okay. Okay. So now that's done. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my brows really quick. Guys, this is really easy. I'm using the Well People brow gel in blonde. This is how I do my brows. Just throw in a tinted brow gel. This is my favorite one. It's the perfect color. I did do my brows last night and I trimmed them just a little bit too short, but that's okay. So, okay, it's like the perfect color for me. Okay, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm going to powder everything up, and I'm going to use the Fitglow Vita Set powder. So those of you who are a fan of the Vita Set powder, I don't know if you follow them on Instagram, but they are working on getting the new Vita Set powder out here soon. Hopefully it'll be available sooner than later, but they did do a sneak peek of it, and it's going to be in a refillable container, guys. So we just got a sneak peek of it. For those of you who are waiting for it, just like me, hopefully it will be out soon. Okay. I love this powder so much, guys. I love it because it's hydrating. And it just, my skin loves it. I can't use a lot of powders, guys, because they have cornstarch and silica. Cornstarch really dries out my skin, guys, and irritates it. I'm just gonna take this smaller brush and set the underneath of my eyes. And I'm just going to put a little bit more in my T-zone, just in case I get oily. Okay. Oh, and then I have to set the Lumi Sculpt. Okay, so next we're gonna do blush, and we're gonna use the shade Bloom. That's right here in the palette. This is really pretty, guys. I'm gonna use the Fitglow double-ended cheek brush, and just like with all Fitglow brushes, 2 taps or 1 tap, you get plenty of color. So smile and apply it to those apples. So as you can see, this is a really pretty color. Gives the cheeks that nice pink flush. And just remember right now, since I'm applying blush, It looks a little bit pinker than what it normally would because my skin is reactive to touch. So this will come down in a few minutes. Okay, so that is it for the blush. Next, I'm gonna do highlighter, and my highlighter is going to be, actually I'm gonna use Lumi Firm today. I'm gonna use the original Lumi. I have been using the Moonlight highlighter from the Glam palette. I love that highlighter, but I decided to go with Lumi Firm today, original Lumi. So I just take some out and put it on my finger, and then I rub it in between my ring fingers. And then what I just do is I just gently tap it here on my cheeks for that nice highlight. I'm gonna put some down the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm just going to blend it in a little bit more. Okay, so the mascara I'm going to use today is also going to be the Fitglow mascara. This is the Vegan Good Lash Plush. Plus, I'm just gonna apply this off camera, guys, because you guys have all seen me apply my mascara. So I'll apply this really quick and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like with mascara. So here is the look with mascara. Now, as you can see, my cheeks did calm down, guys, and that blush doesn't look as pink now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into the Softness palette and I'm gonna grab this shade called Feather, which is a matte pink shade. And I'm going to apply this to the inner corners of my eyes, just to brighten them up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a little bit more of this rose gold shade, and I'm going to just brighten it up a little bit right here in the inner corner. Okay, and I think I'm gonna put on another dab of blush. Okay, guys. So that is it for this look right now, and I will see you here to close out, and I'll show you the new lip color serum. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching me create this look. Now, here is the lip color serum Regal on me. Here is the doe foot applicator, and I'll just go ahead and reapply it right now to my lips. Such a beautiful shade, guys. This is like a mauve shade to me. I'll swatch it on my hand for you guys so you can see it. And here's what it looks like right now in my hand. I'll pop a picture up right here so you can see what it looks like outside in the sun and in natural light. So the first one will pop up and I'll just show you all the different lights that you could see this in so you guys can really see the color. But I love this lip color shade. It's so pretty. This has Jen written all over it. It's really pretty, and I can tell you that this will be a go-to for me. It's very, it's just, for me, this is the colors I like. I like soft, pinky nudes. I just love pinks and purples, but this is so pretty. So it's a mauve, but it leads more towards the, I guess, not really a purple, but lavender, but it's so pretty. I love it. Like I said, it has my name written all over it. All right, so let's talk about the Stillness Cheek palette. You get 3 beautiful, fresh spring shades in this palette. You have Whisper, which is a soft beige pink. You have Calmness, which is a soft peach, and you have Rest, which is an earthy peach. Now, I'm going to show you what these look like in natural light. So I'm going to go ahead and pop a picture up right here that you could see it. So I did one in natural light, which was outside. I did one in the sunlight, and then I'm going to swatch them for you live right now. Now, guys, my swatches are not good, and I know it, and I apologize for it. Someday I hope to be better at this. So we're going to start with Whisper first, which is this soft beige pink. Here's what it looks like on my finger. And I'm gonna swatch it for you right here. As you can see, it is very soft, but it's a beautiful shade. Now in the sun, this has a slight shimmer to it, but in the pan, it looks matte, okay? So next we're gonna go with Calmness, which is this soft peach shade. Here's what it looks like on my finger, and here's what it looks like swatched. So as you can see, it's a very pretty soft peach shade. These two are great for those of you who do not really like a lot of blush. They give you like a nice soft look to the cheeks. They also make beautiful eye colors too. As you've seen in the video, I'm using Whisper as my crease contour color. It's so pretty. So next we're gonna go into Rest, which is this earthy peach color. And this is what it looks like on my finger. And this is what it looks like swatched, guys. So you can soften this by doing some more blending. Here, let me swatch it again. But it is a really pretty peach shade. These are gonna be pretty for both spring and summer, guys. They're very, very pretty. I love them. It's a very nice, soft, creamy, buttery formula. So if you're familiar with Fitglow Beauty eye colors and blushes, these are exactly like that. So let me go ahead and wipe my arm off here. And next we'll swatch the Softness Eye and Cheek palette. So here is the palette. You get 5 shades, eyeshadows, I should say, and a beautiful blush. So the first shade we have here is Feather, which is a soft matte pink. We have Neat, which is a soft lavender shade. We have Wander, which is a rose gold shimmer. Terra, which is a shimmer brown. This has more shimmer pigment into it than versus Terra. Terra is like a soft shimmer. Not really, it's a shimmer. This, we'll just say it's a shimmer. I don't want to confuse you guys. And then we have Cloud, which in the pan, it looks violet. When I swatch it, it looks black, but on my eyes, it looks violet. So, and then we have Bloom, which is a very pretty blush. Now in the pan, it looks matte, but when you look at it in the sunlight, it does look, it does have a slight shimmer to it, but this is like a really nice, you know, flushed pink color. It's really, really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these. I'm gonna go ahead and put the pictures up so you guys can see them in natural light and in the sunlight, so you guys can look at that while I swatch this really quick. So the first one I'm gonna swatch on my arm is called Cloud. This is that violet shade. Here's what it looks like. So as you can see, it looks black, but it looks violet. Next, we're gonna go into Terra, which this is a shimmery brown shade right next to it. And there you go on that. We're gonna go into Wander, which is this rose gold shade. Oops, I kind of dug a little bit too much in that one. I forgot, don't need to dig in these. So this is Wander, which is a beautiful rose gold shade. Next, we're gonna go into Neat, which is this soft lavender shade. Now, I will tell you that this one is the one that has the tendency to feel like a little bit dry in my palette. Like I kind of have a hard time getting it up on my finger, but it applies really nicely with a brush. So as you can see, it's really soft. And then we're gonna go into Feather, which is this soft matte pink. And then Bloom is the blush. So very, very soft. Okay, and I'm gonna put that right next to Feather. So very, very pretty. And you guys, these blend so nicely, as you can see. I mean, the Fitglow Eye and Cheek palettes, they're soft, creamy, buttery, and they blend really well. As you can see in my video, I do barely any blending when I use Fitglow eyeshadows. They just apply so well. They're so easy, it's very effortless, and they are very pigmented. You barely have to touch your brushes in these pans and you get a lot of color payoff. I love the Fitglow makeup palettes. They're so beautiful. I love this, both of these palettes. I think this is a beautiful collection. It's gonna be gorgeous for spring, and I think it's gonna be gorgeous for summer too, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look and seeing the Fitglow newness. Now these palettes are going to be released on Monday, March 16th. That's this coming Monday. Now, if you guys are a VIP customer of Fitglow Beauty, you were able to purchase these early. And if you got that email, you can still purchase them. But if you're not a VIP, you have to wait until Monday to purchase. Now, Fitglow is running a really good special right now. I'm going to put a picture right here. If you spend $125 and you use the code SPF30, you will get their SPF free with your order. That's such a great deal because their SPF is $54. I believe it's almost 2 ounces, but I love their SPF. It's my new favorite, guys. It's a beautiful sun protection. If you have dry skin, you want to make sure that you prep your skin well underneath, you know, with an oil or a moisturizer. If you have oily skin, I feel like you don't really need a moisturizer underneath. When I wear it in the summertime, like on a really hot day when my skin tends to be a little bit oilier, I do not need a moisturizer underneath. But in the fall and winter time, I definitely do. And into spring too, because spring, you know, it's still cool. It's not as warm, and our climate here isn't as humid. So I definitely need to prep my skin underneath. But I love it how my makeup applies underneath it. It's just like a really nice makeup primer. It gives me good protection, and it doesn't feel heavy on my skin. I don't even know that it's on there. Like sometimes when you wear some SPFs, they can tend to be oily and greasy on your skin. This one feels like a really nice moisturizer on the skin, guys. Beautiful sun protection. And I like that it's a 30. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna leave all the information down below in the description box. Now the links I'm gonna post, I can't post the links for the palettes yet because it's not available, because like I said, it's released on March 16th, but I wanted to get this video out early for you guys, just in case you are interested and you wanna take advantage of picking up the sun protection, or the SPF 30 that they have, which is the Vita Shield. And yeah, it's so beautiful, guys, right? All right, guys, I hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next one. I love you. Mwah.